Hello Taurus, welcome to your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading. In this reading I'm going to do a traditional Celtic cross reading to see the beginning, middle, and end for you in respect to the Mercury Retrograde. For those of you not familiar with the retrograde, it begins on or about August 4th or 5th, depending on where you live in the world, and will conclude on August 28th or 29th, again, depending on where you live in the world. Mercury Retrograde affects communication, technology, travel, as well as decision making. During this time, you want to be mindful of your words because they could come across as a bit cutting or possibly even abrasive. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. Also, when you're communicating with people, if you're not quite sure what they're saying, instead of jumping to conclusions, this is a time where you definitely want to ask for clarification. For those of you who are traveling or have any big decision making to do, be mindful that you'll have to practice a tremendous amount of patience, which normally isn't difficult for a Taurus, but this may actually test that patience for you because there's a higher probability of delays as well as cancellations when it comes to travel and decision making. As always, I want you to keep in mind that this is a general collective reading. This is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, as well as Jupiter. So if this reading does not resonate with you, please be sure to check your other placements. If you're not quite sure what they are, pinned to the comment section below is a website where you can obtain your free birth chart. And then you can look up your placements, come back to my channel, and click on the Mercury Retrograde reading that is specific to that sign that you want to read for. And I will conclude your reading with some advice cards as well as moonology cards. With all that said, let's begin. In your most recent past, which will generally be like the first week of Mercury retrograde or the start of it, we have the Five of Cups in the upright. Moving into the center portion of Mercury retrograde, we have your present condition at that time will be the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and that will be challenged by the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. During that middle portion of Mercury retrograde, what you'll be consciously thinking about is the King of Cups in the reverse, and your unconscious, kind of that back wheelhouse of your brain, if you will, it's kind of going 24/7 that you might not be aware of. You'll be thinking of the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Your immediate future, which will be how you close out Mercury retrograde, so that last week of August, which is consequently moving into the, out of Leo season into the next season, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Your external influence, any type of third-party influence, could be job, co-workers, community, family, partner, etc. The external influence during this time is the Two of Wands in reverse. Taurus, I'm telling you, a third of my deck is in the reverse, which means the overwhelming majority of your cards should be in the upright, and they are not. But let's not panic yet. We're going to use a secondary deck to clarify. In your hopes and fears, you have the Moon, and your influence at this time will be the Six of Swords in the upright. Your final outcome moving into Libra season, so past Virgo season, moving into Libra season, you have the Chariot in the upright. Your overall energy during Mercury retrograde season will be the Judgment card in the upright. The Judgment card in the upright talks about actually making a judgment call on whether to rebirth a particular situation or relationship or not. It is a time of absolution. It is a time of you listening to your inner calling, as well as your intuition. So let's begin clarifying for you. You're entering Mercury retrograde with this Five of Cups feeling in the upright. The Five of Cups talks about loss, regret, disappointment, maybe even bereavement. Some of you could be feeling some despair at this time. Tell me more about the Five of Cups in the upright for the Taurian collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Taurus, this is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles in the upright, as well as the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, as well as the Lovers in the upright. The bottom of the deck here, we have Judgment again. Taurus, you're entering Mercury retrograde thinking about a new life or a new job or a new place to live, a new friend group, something like that. You are contemplating something new because you have lost something that you have had for quite some time. This is you trying to use your best judgment to make this decision. You might be influenced heavily at this time by family, but with two Judgment cards here, I feel like you're starting off Mercury retrograde of trying to block out external factors and really just focus on your gut feeling and what you feel is best for you. whatever the situation is, and I have the Three of Cups spilled here in the Five of Cups card, and then I have Three Pentacles. For some of you, this is love related. For some of you, this is work related. Whatever it is, you have been working on something that is moving too slow, really testing your patience. Now, whether, again, it's a job and you're waiting for additional income or promotion, it's moving too slow. Or recognition, something like that. If this is in a friend group, the friendship is not progressing how you would like it to be, or you've had a falling out with that friend, and you're upset about, well, how can we rebuild the friendship? Same thing if it's a lover or a partner or a spouse even. It's the reconstruction of the Five of Cups is taking too long. Three of Pentacles. So I'll show you the cards the way I'm looking at them. I had the Five of Cups is the way you're entering Mercury retrograde. It's like the reconstruction. Three of Pentacles is taking way too long. And now you're in decision phase. You're entering Mercury retrograde like, I need to make a choice. The Lover's card being the original choice card in tarot. It's a very important decision. For some of you, it's regarding like changing business partners or acquiring a new business partner, replacing an existing partner, walking away from a family member, walking away from a marriage or any type of union or committed relationship, or from any type of connection you have with someone. But the impact to your life is great, and that is why you are entering this phase with the Five of Cups in the upright, right? Because if this wasn't a significant loss to you, and that's what you're thinking of. This is your, do I really want to leave this person, place, or thing behind and start my new life, and start my new life with great passion? Knight of Wands right there behind it. It's like something inside of you wants to just go. That might be why that Chariot card is there as your final outcome as we move into Libra season, because we're going to go from Leo to Virgo to Libra. But we'll clarify all this for you. But definitely entering that first period, first third of Mercury retrograde with this very heavy decision. I feel like some of you are sad to stay where you currently are, but you know that you'll be sad to leave where you currently are. You want to focus on changing where you are so you don't have to leave, but you've been trying to do that for at least a year. The Knight of Pentacles holds an Ace of Pentacles, and for me, Pentacles are years. So it's at least 1 year. For some of you, it could be up to 4, because I have 4 Pentacles here between the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles that the Knight is holding. So you have up to a 4-year period here where you have been trying to change something and it's not giving you the outcome that you want. And so now you're at a choice point decision. You're entering Mercury retrograde like something has to change. And if this, whatever this is for you, person, place, or thing, is not changing, then I have to change and I have to choose me, or I have to choose an alternative. Headed towards the middle part here of Mercury retrograde, sort of like that second week, I see you being very disorganized, either in your thoughts or in your finances. We're going to clarify this for you. Why is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse here for the Taurian collective by the middle of Mercury retrograde? Why are they in the Two of Pentacles? And again, this is all energy, right? So we're just, your energy at that time, I feel, is almost like I don't know what to do. For some of you, it's a financial decision. Your challenge is being stuck. We're going to clarify that as well. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like you're stuck at making this decision because you're feeling a bit restless in your mind, and maybe you feel you don't have the finances required. For example, you could have a job that you're currently at which is just not moving along. Maybe you're there, close to 4 years now, or up to 4 years, and it's not paying you. It's what you thought that they would, or maybe the global economy has impacted that, right? And you're like, okay, well, it's impacted them. But I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends that are working here, there, and there, and they are getting their raises. Maybe I should go apply to those jobs. So perhaps for some of you, it's something like that, where you're at a job that it's just not as fulfilling as you thought it would be. It's become rather mundane. Things are not changing. You kind of like being there, or you thought you would be there for a while, so you're a bit disappointed, Five of Cups, that it didn't work out. But maybe you're afraid that if you move to another job, it won't be as stable, right? Because maybe this place isn't that great, but at least you can count on it being there every day when you go to work. So it's something like that. Or you could feel that maybe the next place won't pay you as much. So this could also be a little bit of a lack mentality here. But definitely finances are coming into play with this decision. Tell me why. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. That Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Taurus, is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is money focus, legacy focus, Four of Wands, and for others of you, it's a relationship. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, which is interesting because in your conscious is a King of Cups in the reverse. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Swords, which we have here as your influence. Taurus, some of you want to move away from whatever this person, place, or thing is. Now, for some of you, it's your home, it's your legacy, it's a life you've built with someone who is not as loving towards you. For those of you in a relationship or a partnership, and I mean by that love partnership or marriage or something like that, you could have had some sort of break or disruption in this connection. Maybe this was someone that you did build a Ten of Pentacles with. And Ten of Pentacles in tarot means the long run, the long haul, lifetime, generational wealth, family. Pentacles are any type of abundant resource, love, time, money. So I feel for a lot of you, you've invested a lot into this, or you had hoped to invest a lot into whatever this is, and now it's in disarray. Now it's in chaos. Now you're feeling this Five of Cup energy. You've been wanting things to change. They're not changing. The change is coming too slow, and now you're at a choice point, and your choice is leaving this behind for some of you, or just not knowing what to do with it, or what to do with this person. If this is a love, if this is a job, you know, it's a job you thought that you were always going to be at, a job you thought would pay you well, treat you well, you'd be able, you would be celebrated at, you would love what you do, and it's just not emotionally fulfilling anymore, or not paying you what you thought they would, and you're having to juggle your finances at this time because it just didn't pay out financially. For others of you where this is home life, and this could be family, doesn't necessarily have to be a spouse, but it's almost like I can hear you say things are not going according to plan, or according to what you thought the plan would be. And if this is a spouse or a partner, this is someone who could be a bit superficial. You could find them love bombing you at times. The King of Cups in the reverse, regardless of the many decks I have here that I used, usually comes across as a love bomber. This is someone who lacks depth or character. Sorry to say that, cross watcher, but this is someone who could be emotionally ruthless as well. So I mean, if you're arguing with this person, they can be very cutting with their words. I know it's not the King of Swords in the reverse, but King of Cups can emotionally, you use their words to emotionally harm you. This is someone who is easily excited over something, but then lacks any type of strength of character to move forward with it. So you could find that this person was like all talk, no action, something like that. And that could be what is distressing you by the halfway point there of Mercury retrograde. Your consciousness, you're definitely thinking about whoever this is, because we had the King of Cups here clarifying the Two of Pentacles, and an entirely different deck gave us the King of Cups. So for a lot of you, it's an individual. This could be a boss. This could be someone in HR, a supervisor. Could be a father, mother. Take these genders and energies, how they resonate to you. Definitely could be a Queen of Cups. But this is someone who's using emotional manipulation, emotionally moody, emotionally volatile. This is not someone who's bringing any type of stability into your life, whether it's emotional, financial, or otherwise. And you are consciously thinking of this person or this situation and the negative impact they're having on you. A lot of you just want to move on. Six of Swords, you just don't know how. So tell me more about this King of Cups in the reverse that Taurus will be thinking of in the middle portion of Mercury retrograde. Tell me more, please, and thank you. King of Cups in the reverse, Taurus, is being clarified by the, wow, I just said Knight of Swords. Now, I don't like King of Swords. I don't like King of Swords to the King of Cups in reverse, because this is now, yes. Oh, okay, let me pull your other cards. Hold on, Spirit. I'm getting a lot of messages now. Yeah, High Priestess, use your intuition. That's literally what I heard when it was like he has to use their intuition. I was like, hold on a second. Let me get the cards out. The Moon, which we also had here in your hopes and fears. So, okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This is not a good combination, Taurus. I have to be very honest with you. And I think that's why I heard they have to use their intuition. Because the King of Cups in the reverse is the love bomber. And now this is being clarified by this. So this person, remember when I said their words could be cutting or used to emotionally damage you? That technically, I'm going to have to get my words my words right here. I'm a Gemini going through Mercury retrograde. You have to be patient with me. The King of Cups in the upright is the spreadsheet king. It's the black and white king. It's the facts and figures king. It's someone who puts heart over mind. But when you're pairing this person with the Knight of Cups, King of Cups in the reverse, this is now a manipulator. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Magician. So I really don't like this combination for you. I feel like this person, and I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose anyone, but if I were dealing with this person, I would say that this individual is a narcissist or someone who has narcissistic personality disorder. This is someone who's extremely deceptive with their words. They're malicious. They can be dangerous with their words. Now, if you're feeling, that this person's a danger to your physical, well-being, please get help. But this is someone who's verbally violent. When paired up with that King of Cups in the reverse. This is the love bomber. This is someone who's going to tell you everything you want to hear to keep you stagnant, keep you trapped. And if you rebel against them or question them, the words literally will cut you in half or cut you at your knees. You're to use your intuition, Taurus. I feel like this person can invoke some fear in you. I don't know if this person is saying stuff to you like, go ahead, go. Where are you going to find someone like me? Or who do you think is going to put up with you? This can get really volatile, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini, because this King of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and that King of Cups could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But if this is an air sign you're dealing with, be very careful. Mercury, and I'm a Gemini, that's why I can say this. Mercury retrograde is going to hit us the hardest out of all 12 signs because it's our ruling planet. And we're ruled by communication. It rules Virgo also, but to a lesser extent. I shouldn't say it rules Virgo to a lesser extent. Its impact on communication on Virgo will be to a lesser extent. So this person, knowing that Mercury retrograde, right, I told you in the beginning, affects communication, technology, travel, decision-making, I feel like this person can actually invoke a lot of confusion and fear in you. This person may also go out of their way to hide something from you. You really need to use your intuition, Taurus, when you're dealing with this person in the middle part of the month. In your subconscious, in the wheel well of your head, Taurus, what you're not thinking of is 10 of Cups in reverse, which is a misalignment of values between you and someone else. If this is a family, it's a broken family. If you're living with this person or these people, it's a broken home. If it's a marriage, Taurus, at this point, it's a broken marriage. Let's clarify this more for you. This is a bit of a heavy read, Taurus, so... If this isn't your reading, remember, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. So just check your other... I'm sorry, why did I say Mercury? Maybe you really are dealing with an air sign. But this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So just check your other placements if this isn't your reading. Clarify this 10 of Cups in the reverse, please, for the Taurian collective here. Why the... Okay, I'm going to take them, Taurus, even though it's a little bit more than it should be. Bottom of the deck, I have the Hangman. That's quite all right, Taurus. I'm going to read them to you the way they came out, okay? You have 7 of Wands in the upright, the World in the reverse, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, 6 of Swords in the upright, 9 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, Taurus, you are so conflicted in your subconscious. Some of you might be having issues sleeping at night, because I feel like some of you want to be courageous and battle to preserve this, or to flip that 10 of Cups, whatever that is, in the reverse and put it in the upright. Some of you want to fight. Some of you are in competition for whatever this is, a job, a person, a relationship, a place to live. I mean, you're almost oh, sorry, I didn't mean to drop that. You're almost desperate enough. No offense. If it's not for you, it's for someone else. But some of you out there are just so desperate to keep this, whatever this is. You're almost like willing to negotiate your values, negotiate your self-worth. You don't feel that your story here is complete. You don't feel that it's over. You want to work very hard to achieve success here. And yet at the same time, some of you just want to 8 of Swords in reverse. You just want to release it. You don't want to think about it anymore. You don't want to be there anymore. You want to find a solution on how to move on from it. You want to take control, move on from it. 6 of Swords is like part of you in the back of your head is like having hope that, I can do this. I just want to give up. 9 of Wands in the reverse is someone who just gives up. They've had enough. They don't, you know, in the upright, it's someone who's a bit stubborn. And Taurus, you know, and I was married to a Taurus. Taurus can be quite stubborn when they want to be. Definitely have the strength and agility to go to distance. But Nine of Wands in the reverse is just someone like, I'm done. I can't keep doing. So part of you is like bravely wanting to face it, bravely wanting to fight for this, because you're like, it's mine and I'm not losing it, and I worked too hard, right? 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands has been my life, or this is where I've always worked, or this is my family, or this has been my friend for, you know, 11 plus years here. And then part of you is like, what the hell for? Like, let's just be done and move on. So very, very conflicted on whatever connection this is, Taurus. Your immediate future here, how you're closing out Mercury retrograde, is being Nine of Wands in the reverse in this deck. Remember, I'm using 2 different decks, slightly different meaning. I feel for a lot of you, you want to walk away, but you're paranoid, you're hesitant, you're on edge. I feel like if this person does one more thing, you're done. You may not have conveyed that to your boss or HR or your family member or a friend who, you know, put you in that 5 of Cups to begin with, or a lover or a spouse, whoever this person is. I don't think a lot of you have conveyed this to them, because Hangman is here, like you're suspended in this thinking, but I think you're closing out Mercury retrograde, wanting to depart, wanting to give up, but being afraid, being paranoid, like, well, what's next? Or is the next job, it's almost like the devil you know. A lot of you have that thinking, like, the devil I know is better than the devil I don't know. But is it? Is it? Let's clarify this for you, my friend. Clarify the 9 of Wands here in the reverse. Very on edge. And again, I feel like if this is someone at work that says something to you in that period, that last week of August, I think some of you are just like, F it, I'm out of here. And I don't recommend you do that, but I can feel the energy of like, by the end of the month, you are exhausted. You're exhausted dealing with the situation. I don't think you're exhausted with anything else in your life, because nothing else is coming up here, right? So, I mean, this is either a job or a relationship. Or some of you, it's very few of you, it's actual family. But I feel like this is more like a spouse, a long-term partner, or a job. Why is the 9 of Wands here in the reverse for closing out Mercury retrograde for the Taurian collective? Please and thank you. The 9 of Wands in the reverse, Taurus, is going to be clarified by Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Swords, wow, 9 of Cups. Taurus, you're going to come to the realization, the breakthrough moment, that Ace of Swords moment, bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. You got to get the hell out of Dodge. Whatever this is way too unstable, instable for a Taurian, regardless of how long you've been there. You could be at this job 20 years. It's not what it was when it began. And you're realizing that. 9 of Cups in the reverse, disappointed, frustrated, not seeing any of your goals achieved in this situation or relationship. The objectives to reaching any sort of happiness here are distant, unattainable. Ace of Swords, you're coming up with a plan on how to get the hell out of Dodge. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, this was a false start or a false restart. Meaning, if it was a job, maybe you did quit and you went back. They gave you some sign-on bonus, or they begged you back and you went back to work. And they promised you prosperity, or they promised you things would change and it didn't. Same thing if this is any other type of relationship. It's like the success never came, or the investment never came. The happiness never came. The promotion never came. Your partner never changed. A lot of you feel that this person robbed time from you, because Pentacles are time. And again, I have a year here. So some of you feel like, wow, I just wasted the last year of my life on this, whatever this was. Like, if had I known, I'm hearing a Taurian right now going like, had I known that I'd be here a year late, I would have left that job when I wanted to, or left that relationship, or sold that house, or whatever. And that's your breakthrough moment, Taurus. It's almost like there's no happiness here. I got to move on. I might be paranoid. I might be defensive, but I got to move on. You're laying your cards on the table, basically, no pun intended, and saying, okay, I got to focus and realize the truth here, be honest with myself, think logically, on how to break free. How to break free from something that's tremendously unhappy for you. Your hope and fear. You know what? I want to do. I'm being called to do external influence. So this is some type of third party thing. Co-workers, family member. There's an influence here that you're receiving that's making you afraid of the unknown. This could be a family member telling you to stay in the relationship even though you're miserable. Ugh. Or a friend group, or this is a coworker saying you're never going to find anything better than here. You may as well just stick it out, even though the boss is crappy. There's an external influence invoking fear in you or telling you you're not well planned enough or you're not capable to make this decision. It could very well be this love bomber, whoever he, she is. It could be that person that's actually invoking fear in you. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Two of Wands in the reverse being clarified by the Hangman in the upright, the Hermit in the upright, and the Four of Cups in the upright. Well, whoever it is, for some of you, it's a friend group, Three of Cups. So you could have friends or family or coworkers, a group of people, one or two people that you've been talking to about the situation, telling you to hang in there. You could do it, Taurus. Don't give up. You're not a quitter. Or you're going to let so-and-so take your job, or you're going to let so-and-so take your woman, or you're going to take so-and-so take your man. They're pumping you up with fear so you don't move forward. They're making you pause. Four of Cups. Not an outright rejection of whatever this is, not an outright acceptance. They're invoking fear in you. Hangman to the Hermit, to the Four of Cups. I mean, you're suspended in fear here. This is not even stagnation. This is a full stop. So, Taurus, you have to do at the end of the day whatever's best for you. You cannot listen to anyone else. They're not living your life. They're not going every day to work and dealing with this, lack of a better word, crazy person, you know, who promises you one thing at 2 o'clock on a Friday and at 3 o'clock on the Friday is threatening to fire you, you know, or a friend that you think you can confide in and then they go gossip about you. And now you want to end the friendship and you have other friends telling you, well, don't do it. You've been friends with her for 20 years. Have you really been friends with her for 20 years? And if you have, has she been a friend to you for 20 years? And same thing if it's a relationship. Okay, you've been a spouse or a partner for 20 years. Have they been a good spouse and partner to you for 20 years? So I want to say, and I don't want to give you any more advice than that, Taurus, but I'd say stop listening to whatever this outside influence is, because I don't think these people actually want what's best for you. And keep in mind something my grandmother told me when I was 8 years old. Misery loves company, and I'm sure you've heard that before, but you could be dealing with people who are just that are just as unhappy at work as you are, but not brave enough to leave, and they don't want to see you leave because that'll make them look like crap. Or people who are in terrible relationships. Maybe they drink too much. 9 of Cups in the reverse here on the table. That's how they cope with their failing relationship, is by being alcoholics. Those are the same people telling you to stay in a miserable relationship. Why? Because they want you to be an alcoholic too. Like, I would really think twice about who you're receiving advice from, Taurus. Your influence, though, I like, because your influence is overriding theirs. Yours is like, no, this is a regretful but necessary transition. I got to move on from this. Tell me more about the Six of Swords in the upright. And that's that Taurus spirit of being determined. This is where we see determination. This is where we see someone taking advantage of your patience or trying to use your patience against you. And here we have the Taurian flipping that patience into determination. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Six of Swords in the upright being, I told you, baby. Ace of Wands. I know my energy. Ace of Wands in the upright. Ace of Cups in the upright. Taurus, you want a whole new beginning. The Devil. Far and free from whatever toxicity this is. Bottom of the deck, Empress. Yes, Taurus, male or female. Coming into your power. That's your influence. So, I don't think some of you needed this tarot reading, to be quite honest. A lot of you are going to figure out by the end of Mercury retrograde to stop listening to the external influence. You're going to realize that these are people that are just as miserable in their situations, and they don't want to see you do better. They just don't. And for some of you, it's that love bomber, narcissist person, gaslighter, and you're going to be like, that person is toxic. They have an addiction. Now, the devil could be anyone who is extremely egoic. This is someone who deceives. They have addictions, sex, drugs, alcohol, very, very verbally abusive, maybe even physically abusive, and maybe if not towards you, this is someone who maybe throws things around the house, or maybe you see them like hit themselves or punch themselves or something when they're angry. I mean, this is someone prone to mental health disorders, to be quite honest with you, depression, and this person is bonded to this behavior, and you're like, I got to get as far away. Six of Swords, so that devil's like, I got to get as far away from this. I want abundance. I want inspiration. I want passion in my life. I want new love, and I'm not going to find it here. Not going to find it here. Now, maybe in the beginning, this person was a King of Swords in the upright, or a King of Cups in the upright, or a Queen. Take it how it resonates. But that's not who or what this situation is anymore. What a lot of you don't realize is by the end of Mercury retrograde, you're going to make the decision to come into your power and move away from this. Do I think you're going to move away from it at that point? No. I want to see what that Chariot card is. The Chariot, this last card in the outcome for me, the way I set this up in my meditation, is this is more towards Libra season. So let me get the correct dates for Libra season for you. September 24th to October 23rd. So about a month after all of this goes down is when you're gonna come into that Chariot. But your hope and fear is the Moon. So the Moon talks about insecurities, fear, anxiety, and illusion. You're afraid that there's more to this story you don't know from this person. A job that's hiding something from you. Maybe they're about to fire you, and you're getting that intuitive hit. And you're like, gee, what if they are going to fire me? Or what if they were going to give me a promotion on Monday, but I quit, I give my notice on Friday? Like, it's almost like you're hoping they fire you, so it forces you to find another job. But then another part of you is like, oh my God, what if they do fire me, right? What if they do fire me? And then I have to look for another job, and I'm without money, and I'm in Two of Pentacles in the reverse until I do, right? I have some financial disarray. And for others of you, you could feel that a partner or a person is hiding something from you. Your hope is that you want to learn what it is, but at the same time, you're afraid to learn what it is. So tell me more about this Moon card in the upright for the Taurian collective, please and thank you. This is being, Ten of Swords. This is your hope and fear, Taurus. Your hope is that this comes to an end. Your fear is that this will come to an end. Very much what we saw here in your Ten of Cups, in your unconsciousness. You want it to come to an end. You're afraid of it coming to an end. Five of Swords, you want conflict so you can put an end to it, but you're afraid of the conflict because it will put an end to the situation. And the Star. You're afraid of the Star. You're afraid of healing, Taurus, because part of you wants to heal. You have the hope of healing. And then part of you is afraid of healing because you know if you become a completely healed Taurus, you're leaving whatever this person, place, or thing is. It's almost like you're stalling your own healing because you know if you step into Empress mode or Emperor mode, you're done here. And you're afraid of being done here. Two of Cups, for a lot of you, it's a partnership. Now, it could be a business partnership. The Two of Cups for me is the soul bond card. Soul bonds for me come in all shapes and sizes. Yes, could be a lover, could be a parent, a family member, a friend, someone that you feel like I've known a long time, or it just feels like I've known them a long time. Could also be a business partner, anyone that you have a very deep, or what you feel is a deep spiritual connection to. Chariot. Your outcome, Taurus, is the Chariot. By Libra season, you are determined to do something. What is that? Tell me more about the Chariot here for the Taurian collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Chariot in the upright, Taurus, being clarified by Five of Wands in the upright, Three of Wands in the upright, and the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. Taurus, you're moving towards it. Taurus, you're leaving the chaos. Whatever this was, you are leaving it. You are making preparations to leave the conflict behind. You're making the decision to save your money, Six of Pentacles, to have gratitude for where you've been, to be charitable with yourself. and to leave whatever this situation is. Says, you know your 10 of Cups is out there and it's not here. You're moving towards emotional fulfillment. This is amazing. This is no longer your happily ever after, Taurus. 10 of Cups in reverse. You know it's somewhere else. You know it's somewhere else. And you're going to fight your way forward. This person's going to give you a problem. This boss is going to give you a problem. Maybe try enticing you at first. Remember what I said, love bomb you. And then when you're like, no, I'm really done here. This is my 2-week notice. They're going to get very cutting. They're going to create a lot of conflict. If this is a lover, same thing. They're going to love bomb you to stay. And when you really put your foot down, Taurus, they're almost going to tell you you're being disobedient. This person has a real aggression problem and a possession problem. We saw that with that devil card. Like, this person almost thinks they own you. Yikes. But you want a new experience, you want a new job, you want a new relationship. You're gaining your self-confidence here. You're looking forward to the future. Some of you physically moving. Chariot to the 3 of Wands. I wouldn't be surprised for those of you leaving a relationship that between now and Libra season, you acquire for yourself your own apartment, house. Why did I just hear penthouse? Okay, maybe some of you are highfalutin tootin'. Penthouse, townhouse, condo, arrangements to live with a friend. 6 of Pentacles, you could go to family or friends. Get a roommate, someone you can split, equitable distribution of the bills with. So some of you, maybe you have a single friend or another friend going through a separation or something like that, and you can say, hey, this is you being like very much in control of your destiny, and beating out this competition or fending off this confrontation from this person, and moving forward very rapidly come Libra season. That's amazing, Taurus. Let me get you some advice cards as well as Moonology cards. I also want to give you the signs of the individuals you could be dealing with. I believe this is called the Mindful Info Oracle deck. Messages for Taurus, please. For Mercury retrograde, please and thank you. Taurus, we have for you, reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for you to do a life cleanup. Massive. Bottom of the deck, choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with for quite some time. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input. Isn't that what I said? The misery loves company crowd. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. Your time is now. Get your Moonology card, Taurus, and I'm going to give you some individuals you could be dealing with here. And that could also, the signs I read for you could also be this person or these people you're getting this terrible advice from. Sorry, cross watchers. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you in terms of Moonology? Thank you. Anything else for the Taurian collective at this time? Thank you. The energy is gaining momentum. I do believe that, Taurus. I think as you're going through Mercury retrograde, you're realizing that's why that chariot is so quick to take off. Bottom of the deck, luck is on your side. New moon and Sagittarius, absolutely. Taurus, a time to give rather than take. It's a time to give to yourself, my friends. I think this person, people, place, this job has taken enough from you. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. A new start is coming, Taurus. Absolutely. Bottom of the deck, if I didn't say that before, luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Taurus, let me give you some signs of individuals you could be dealing with. I have Gemini here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which I do believe is you, but maybe you're dealing with another Taurus or Virgo, Capricorn. I have a lot of sword energy here, not people, but energy, also a lot of cup energy. So I feel like you're heavily dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have Aquarius there in the star card, and we have Capricorn here in the devil. A good amount of earth, Virgo here in the hermit, and Cancer here in the Chariot. Way more sword and cup energy than anything else. But take those all how they resonate to you, Taurus. Let's get your final card here, my friend. For the Taurus Collective, final message for Taurus, please and thank you. Going through Mercury retrograde. Thank you. Taurus, heart awakening. Love this for you. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. I think that's for you, Taurus. I think it's time that you give and receive to yourself. Balance. That's what I have for you, Taurus, from Mercury retrograde. If you like this message, found it fun, enlightening, or entertaining, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.